Alright, today we are building Tannuk Memorial Ensign, but on a budget. So this entire deck is going to be about €50, which is equal to about $60 for all my American viewers. Now, with that said, let's do this. Tannuk is a fantastic uncommon commander from Edge of Eternities. For 3 mana, we get a 2/4 with an absolute superb landfall ability. Whenever a land you control enters, Tannuk deals 1 damage to each opponent. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, draw a card. So we have a nice clear direction for this deck. Landfall. So let's start by throwing in cards such as Sabo Tender, Tunneling Geoped and Cozy Ravager to repeat the same effect as Tannuk and deal direct damage to our opponents. And then we can use cards like Rider, Tireless Tracker and Valaka Exploration, so we always have access to more cards. To further enhance our card draw suite, we can lean into cards like Faithless Looting, Demand Answers and Thrill of Possibilities, while Seer's Sundial offers us a great budget-friendly card draw engine for the entire deck. And let's not forget Abundance, which allows us to search for more gas in the terms of actual playable cards, or more lands to trigger the gas we already have on the battlefield. A fantastic include in this deck. Tannuk's card draw ability takes place once we play the second land on a turn. So we need a whole suite of budget-friendly fetch lands, as well as additional ways to play more lands on each of our turns to maximise the amount of value we can gain. Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse and Escape Tunnel allow us to get 2 land drops for each land played, while Oracle of Muldiah, Loot and Wayward Swordtooth allow us to get another land drop, ensuring we can further trigger all of our other landfall abilities. As well as all of that, we're running a whole suite of ramp to even further maximise the amount of lands we can get onto the battlefield at any one point, ensuring we stay ahead of the curve in mana production while triggering all of our landfall abilities for even more value. Speaking of landfall, we're going to be using token generators such as Scoot Swarm, Use Social Engineering and of course Rampaging Baloth to ensure that we have a good board presence. And then, to make sure our opponents don't have any board presence, we're going to be running cards like Return to Nature, Beast Within, and Chaos Warp to make sure we can remove their key pieces. To speed up our game plan, we're running Horizon Explorer and Spelunking to make sure our lands enter untapped, and to make sure we always have access to more lands, we're going to replay them from our graveyard using cards such as Random Nap Excavator, Conduit of Worlds, and Perennial Behemoth. Now let's take a look at some quick stats so we can see that this budget deck can still roll with the best of them. We are running 8 ways to play additional lands on each of our turns, 6 card advantage spells, 7 card draw spells, 6 direct damage spells, 3 cards that let us care about getting lands back from our graveyard, 17 landfall triggers or payoffs, 15 ramp spells, 9 removal spells, 8 token generators and 40 lands. So as you can see, with this type of setup, we are not missing our land drops. You can see the fact that we have a lovely mana curve here, got highs in the 2 and 3 before it slowly curves off nicely towards 7, which is the maximum mana value in our deck. And the average mana value of the cards in our deck come out at 3.1. And there we have it, an entire budget deck built around the landfall strategy. Our lands help us deal direct damage to our opponents. They also enable us to draw more cards and also create our board presence through token generating creatures. This is absolutely fantastic for the sake of €50. This competes with any precon you can buy off the shelf and maybe starts to venture into that bracket 3 territory as well. And especially if you have a few more fancy cards in your collection that you can start to throw in or want to throw a bit more money at this can be very easily upgraded into that top tier bracket 3 strategy. Obviously, if we wanted to spend more money, we could reduce the mana cost of the deck down from 3.1 probably into the 2.5 to 2.6 ranges, and also give us more redundancy within those graveyard recursion type of effects and more efficient ways or instant speed ways of playing cards and interacting with our opponents. And that's what money essentially buys you. But for €50 at a casual table, this is definitely going to do some work. Now, if you would like to see more decks like this, either on a budget or not on a budget, I have a whole playlist for Edge of Eternities, and if you would like to subscribe and see more content like this, you can click on my face over there. Right, Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your support as always, and I shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye for now.